today. From U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. Again, everyone, Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they could get it.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Chicago's offense running out, and something they hope to see for years and years to come. Second-year pro Justin Fields leading the way.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Now Fields going to throw on the first play. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Eric Kendricks able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Fields. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Taken in at the 11. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. Now they're led out, CD, by the rookie out of Nevada, author of nearly 10,000 passing yards in only 3 seasons there. It's Carson Strong.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some. They threw it accurately. 1 touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Off the play fake. Strong. They'll get this right back to Rager. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. To throw on 2nd down. Strong. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's fourth down. Now Greg Joseph for the field goal try. This a 27-yard attempt here. The kick by Joseph is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Fields throw there, complete to Mooney. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Fields now to throw. Caught here by Griffin. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Eric Kendricks, what a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This will be taken into 10. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Strong. And this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Off the play fake. Strong. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the Bears take over. The first update now from a game going on in Cleveland. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. And we'll continue to watch the updates in that one as well as the other games going on in Week 5 of the NFL season. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Stop behind the line made by the safety that time, Lewis Seed.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Open man is Juwan Jennings. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Now Fields. That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Fields to throw on 3rd and 1. And he finds Beasley complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Fields going to hold on to it. Touchdown, Chicago! Justin Fields with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Strong. And that is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
That's to Cook out of the backfield. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
Nice job escaping the pocket. And boy, he took the shot downfield towards the end zone, didn't he? Trying to go for 6. It just wasn't there against that coverage. They were ready to prevent the big play.
Off play action. Strong. Touchdown, Vikings. KJ Osborne. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Vikings are once again back in front. Joseph connects on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Coming up in prime time here in Week 5, a couple of division rivalries on the docket, beginning tonight in the AFC North with the Bengals and Ravens from Baltimore at 8:20 Eastern. Then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, Raiders and Chiefs from Arrowhead in the AFC West. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Running left, Montgomery. Uses the spin. And some room to maneuver. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Back to throw. Fields. Flushed out right. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
His running ability has been an extra dimension of their game plan thus far. For once, though, he doesn't create any magic against the front that's prepared for him to try and take off.
On second down, Montgomery. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And Beasley with it over the middle. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. Fields. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And the Bears are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll run with Montgomery. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. To throw is Fields. Buying time to his left. Touchdown, Bears! Cole Beasley from 4 yards out as they have taken the lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. That time a 9-play drive. And it was Cole Beasley who finishes things off with a touchdown reception, taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started. At the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season. And, of course, it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and, boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. They'll roll him out right. That'll be caught. It's Rager. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago, followed it up with another nice one here, and before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Finding Johnson on the out route, that's complete. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Rolling to his right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal? Field goal.
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bears going to get one more possession in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. To throw again on second down. Fields. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On fourth down, Matt Araiza sent on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at about the 28. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So holding there on the return, and that'll back him up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5.
Well, we'll move right through the break then, skipping halftime and back to the field for the start of the second half. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Strong. A throw on the money to Rager. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He'll buy some time right. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, he'll drop to throw. Forced out to his left. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line. Handoff comes to Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Back to throw. Strong being chased out left. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Smith. Touchdown! Irv Smith Jr. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Looking to throw. Strong. End zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Looking to throw on second down. Strong, dancing to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Carson Strong. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Joseph connects on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. It's a squib kick picked up near the 25. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
From the 50, here's Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Another modest gain there on that one, and I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner, because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. On first and goal, they'll try the option left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. Santos with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. That time a 6-play drive. And it was all capped off by the Justin Fields touchdown run. He took it in himself. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So pass interference the call, and that does not look to be going over too well on the defensive side.
Or on their sideline, because I believe their head coach is saying right now, hey, you've got to call that both ways.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Eluding the pressure right. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On third down, Strong. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll look to throw again. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away changes what your play calls are going to be.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, first and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it. That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming third down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No fear.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on second and long.
Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is brought in at the 21. 45 yards, that's what the punt goes for. 5 on the return.
And it will be first and 10 as they take over.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Steps away to his left.
Sideline pass complete. T.J. Hockenson.
And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Strong. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
On 4th down, Strong. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
K.J. Osborne
from 6 yards away.
And the Vikings are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and the lead is now 24.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
It's a squib kick picked up near the 25. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw here pulled in by Beasley. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
First down for Cole Beasley. He's been in the league since 2012, but has really done his best work over the last 3 seasons. Top 100 targets in each of those years, even flirted with 1,000 yards in 2020 when he was named 2nd team All-Pro.
Fields hit and the ball is loose.
And the Vikings pick up the football. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Sliding out of the pocket. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They go play action here on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
On 1st and 10, Strong. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on third down conversions. They need a yard here.
3rd down. Here's a run by Cook.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
To throw on 2nd down. Strong, escaping the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
And that will be incomplete as well. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
On 4th down, Strong out to his left. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up on 4th and goal from the 4. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter.
And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Here's Fields. Completion here to Claypool.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
Montgomery will take it in. Touchdown, Bears.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus.
And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield, and this is picked up by the Bears. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you lose in a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
To throw on third down. Strong. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings.
B.C. Johnson.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Joseph connects on the extra point,
and they open the lead up now to 25.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown.
It's a squib kick picked up near the 25. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Onto the field now come the Bears.
And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter. And they're going to get this up to midfield. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right.
Touchdown, Bears!
Chase Claypool.
50 yards.
And the Bears are able to capitalize on the forced fumble by turning it into 6 points.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one looks like he'll throw here. Buying time to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Off-play action. Strong. Rolling to his right. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And the Bears are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To try again after the sack. Fields under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
3rd and long. It's Fields. To Griffin, and he reels it in. A great grab.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
A shotgun snap. Fields.
Forced out to his left. Here's Griffin on the catch. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
This one swung out to Montgomery. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. And with that, they're down to 1 remaining here in the second half. Touchdown! From 4 yards out.
And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
Santos with the extra point, and that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw. Strong. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Minnesota, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins.